How are you cool cats and kittens doing today? I told you that was going to be my intro for the rest of the year. Well, at least till this whole social isolation thing is over. But I just had some quick thoughts going through my head as I've been going throughout this week and last week. And essentially, conspiracy theories aren't going to save us. Sharing conspiracy theories doesn't help anybody, especially they're just so outlandish. And I know the human mind just tries to make sense of things and you're trying to pinpoint and correlate things, but they don't have a correlation. I think we just have a lack of critical thinking going on. And because of that lack of critical thinking, folks are just hodgepodging different things together and trying to make sense of things that, how do you say, your brain capacity just doesn't have the bandwidth to do. Like, you know how when they say you don't got the range? Some of you guys just don't have the range to know about infectious diseases and how they spread. But I'm sure if you've gotten some type of virus, flu, you know how that kind of takes over your body. So all these 5G conspiracy theories, bat conspiracy theories, things of that nature, is just so outlandish. And the thing is that because we all are home, we're doing social isolation, we just have more time online, and the things that you share, they become a reflection of you. So as people are seeing like, this was a person that I thought maybe was a little bit more educated or had a better thought process or wasn't a bigot, wasn't a racist, all of a sudden they're sharing all of these crazy conspiracy theories. It makes you look at differently. It gets you looking, it changes people's perception of you. Now, whether you care or not, that's one thing. But the problem that we're continuing to have in society is people sharing misinformation or just saying, well, I'm just sharing because it looked like something interesting. No, you have to be mindful of the information that you're sharing. And especially if you are a business, it makes people look at your business differently. Second thought is businesses are still going to make money, regardless, or well, at least try to make money, regardless if we're in a pandemic or not. We live in a capitalist society. It is what it's going to be. So until we can change that quicker, sooner rather than later, it's important that your business, number one, is sharing information that is viable, important to your customer base, and that you're sharing it to a target audience. Right now, all of these sponsored posts and just paid social media ads I'm seeing, they're not targeted. And you can tell which businesses, this is their first go around testing social media, which means you guys probably didn't have a good digital marketing social media plan ahead of time, because you could have quickly just pivoted from what you were doing and targeted for the current situation that we're in. So you want to make sure that your business, even if you are trying to make money during this time, that it doesn't come off insensitive and you're factoring in the situation that people in. This is an unprecedented time. None of us have gone through a pandemic unless you lived long enough to do the Spanish flu or the bubonic plague, but I'm sure you're not old enough to and still be alive to do that. So it's important that your business is sensitive to the situation, even if you are trying to make money, that you're providing information that is relevant to your target audience, that information is easily digestible. So that way the person can go to your website or go to your social media, get the information that they need, and they can keep going and they can go about their day. So that's very important. So also my small businesses out there, you guys definitely also need to take the time to make sure, since everyone is online at the moment, that you have a social media plan in place, that you have a digital marketing plan in place, just something simple that you can keep up for at least the next couple of months, or that people are going to be in social isolation. So you may not have the budget, but you kind of have to figure out a way to make sure that your small business, that you want to keep it out there, keep it relevant, so that people know that you're still open, that they can come to you if it's something that they are really in need of. And so I know there's so many companies out there that people are still having issues with, particularly the airlines, when it comes to refunding tickets, and they're giving people a hard time. So when this is all over, this also gives people something to think about, like, hey, maybe I need to start my own airline. Maybe I need to do something that's more focused on the customer, because so many people are having troubles getting their refund back, even though the DOT said that they have to, but there's still so much rigmarole going around for people to get their their refunds for their airline tickets. As far as just now that we're doing things more digitally, there's the NASCAR driver who got banned from NASCAR because he was doing an online race and he let the N-word slip, and it came so naturally out of his mouth that that is something that he says on a regular basis. So those are things to be mindful of. So even though we're doing more things online and virtually, be mindful of maybe of those behaviors that you have. Adjust them to the times, adjust what you're doing to fit the time that we're in, because you don't want to come off as racist, xenophobic. If that's who you are and you don't care, then okay. But if you like your job, if you like steady income, you might want to tone it down. So, take that Confederate flag off the background before you get on Zoom. Let's keep the N-word. Don't say it at all. But if you must say it in the company of your own home without cameras on. So let's just be mindful of that. Let's try to stay safe, wash your hands, all the things that the CDC is saying. And I know, because in America, we just have this rugged individualism beat into us, this pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and us being told that we have to do this together and be together. It's hard for some people because that's not what their culture, their upbringing is. And so that's something that we just need to do, or we're just going to be in social isolation for a very long time. So just do what you can. Let's tone down these conspiracy theories, because conspiracy theories are not going to save us. Facts are going to save us. Science is going to save us. Vaccines. I understand if you're in a minority group, we're very untrusting of hospital and healthcare and things of that nature because of the systematic stuff that has happened to us. But if we're already seeing that before coronavirus, we were affected by a number of things, and now corona is, if you already have an underlying condition, coronavirus comes in and attacks it. And we already know if you go to the hospital, sometimes the doctor doesn't pay you that much of attention if you're a certain gender or color. So if you don't get corona, if we do the social isolation, it lowers the risk of you having something bad happen to you. So let's be mindful of what we're doing. Let's be intentional. And if you just need a mental health day, if you do have an open business and you want to sell, okay. But again, be mindful of who you're selling to. And maybe you want to take a little break. If maybe you only want to target the essential workers, it's okay to pivot, because we're in a pandemic and no one has been in a pandemic before. So we have to try our best. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or evening whenever you're watching this video. Have a good day. Stay safe. Try to get outside 6 feet apart. 6 feet apart from each other. Get some fresh air. And let's hope we're out of here soon. Hopefully by the summertime. Bye.